my story's pretty accurate.
Yours pretty accurate on the
Yeah,
Love and Hip Hop is.
Well, no. Well, I'll say this. I lived on my own island on the show. My storyline was so crazy that I never really had to intertwine with other stories. But yeah, my story was already crazy, and they add extra to it, bells and whistles. We did extra stuff that we didn't need to. It was crazy enough. You know what I mean? Yeah, and a lot of that stuff. You know, I'm not sticking my chest out. I'm not proud of that shit.
You don't do it anymore. Do you do anything sometimes?
Yeah, I did a couple shows after that. Host Cheaters now, but after that, I did my first reality show was Son of a Gun with my son Corey on MTV. Then Love and Hip Hop. Then we did a reunion show. Then
How many seasons did you do Love and Hip Hop?
Probably 3. 3 strong seasons.
3 strong seasons.
Two strong ones. The last one, Sprinkles. They were saying that my story was a little too dark for the show.
Really?
Which I thought it was the realest storyline on the show. So, but when you look at the show after us, there's a lot of you don't see it no more.
Right.
Because people they was doing these focus groups, and focus groups are sometimes wrong.
Yeah.
Because in reality, what was going on with me was going on in the hood. Even when I was growing up, everybody's father or had most not saying everybody, it's a blanket statement, but everybody has some extra things going, including my dad. My dad he had his thing going on, you know what I mean? So you know, you grew up under that.
Yeah.
The man and the dude that had the money and the girls, that was the man.
Right.
The dude with all the girls was the man, so you grew up like that.
Right. Right.
But when you look back at it at a certain age, you look back at it like now. My biggest thing is not people comments or people saying shit, grown people, because if I could look into most of these people that talk shit online, I know they got worse going on than me.
Yeah.
Right.
My nightmare is now that my sons are getting older. One of my sons in particular, he's 16 now, going 17.
Yeah.
We never talked about Love and Hip Hop or none of that. But he recently came home and said, I wish you never did that show.
Damn.
Because he was a kid when it was out.
Yeah.
And now his friends in school their parents are telling them who I am. And they're going in YouTube and looking at it and they saying, yo, your dad and and he's embarrassed by it. So those are the things you never weigh out. But when I did the show, bro, I was rock bottom when I did that show. I did that strictly for the money. I felt Tara could show her talent and her acting. Amina could show her singing and this and that. And just once you got caught in the whirlwind, it just went.
Right.
But it was never malice to do it. It was shit. It was. But I didn't weigh everything.
On after a while.
Sometimes when your story is real, my story was so real. That's why I always watch people. 2 things happen. I watch people complain about Mona Scott saying,
what do you think about it? Because she asked me, why don't you ever want to get on there? I go, nah, that's not really for me.
Well,
that ain't really my brand.
The thing with her is that,
they say she embarrasses black people.
Yeah, she did
producing just
people want to see.
With black women calling each other bitches and all kinds of shit.
Listen, a lot of people play part in shows like that and do stuff like that. My honest opinion, at first I wasn't, I have a different opinion of it now. One time she took stuff out the show that I said that would have people like, I can't believe he said that. Because my story's so real, I have arguments and she'll say, I'm going to take this out, Pete, because that'll make you look crazy. You don't need no more. So she's done that. Where would it benefited her to have that out? The other thing is, I took a meeting with her one day about money. I wanted more money. I went down. My story is crazy. And she said something to me that I was like, damn, I never looked at it.
She said like, no?
No. She got me a couple more dollars.
Hell no. Get the fuck out my office.
It was more about, she had Eastern, it goes through, but this was her baby.
Yeah. Love and Hip Hop was her biggest one.
Right. So nobody knew me anymore, and then Love and Hip Hop introduced me to a new audience.
Okay.
You got millions and millions of people watching you and commenting on you every week.
Wow, yeah.
This is my bag. Now you got the opportunity to go get your bag. Millions, you got millions of eyes on you. Figure your bag out. This is my bag.
Oh, that's what she said to you. That was her advice.
In a roundabout way, but it was like, I'm gonna do the best I could do for you, but I can't break the bank,
Right.
But because if you do shit like my story was so on fire, I started to go, I ain't filming no more until I get 20,000 episode, 25. Because now you got no choice but to film me. But that burns bridges, 1, and 2, you agree to what you agree to business-wise. And 3, Love and Hip Hop came up with a rule: if you ain't on an episode, you don't get paid. So Gunz, we'll give you $50,000 an episode and never film you.
Yeah. You be like,
You see what I'm saying? So when people used to brag about I'm the highest paid on the show, you never really see them in episodes because they'll add it up. If we got to film Rich Dollars, Peter Gunz, Yandy, all of us together, then that episode cost them $200,000.
Wow.
So who do you take? So I started going with I'll take less money to be on every episode.
Hell yeah, smart.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then you just find your own way. But if I'm being honest with you, I was like, I'll one day say if I'm proud of, if it makes sense, if I'm able to put my kids through college and take care of them for the rest of their lives. And I haven't reached that point yet to say whether or not, because the cons are outweighing the pros. Like, Tara's dad don't even speak to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, behind the shows. You got certain people, my kids are embarrassed by it. So sometimes I go, damn. But I would do reality show, but it would just be in a different light. Godfrey.